Hello, I am Dr. Gorachand Ghosh speaking. Pranam to elders. Namaskar to my same age group people. Love and best wishes to the younger generations of our Mother India. After death of Netaji, I am showing you the first activity of the British Empire in the Southeast Asia, that is at Singapore. After the defeat of Imphal operation on 8th of July 1945, Netaji laid the foundation stone of the INA War Memorial at the Esplanade, Singapore, to commemorate the unknown warrior of the INA. The words inscribed upon the war memorial were the motto of the INA: Unity, Ithan, Faith, Itmad, and Sacrifice, Kurbani. While paying homage to the martyrs of the INA, he said, "The future generations of Indians who will be born not as slaves but as free men, because of your colossal sacrifice, will bless your names and proudly proclaim to the world that you, their forefathers, fought and suffered reverses in the Battle of Manipur, Assam, and Burma, but through temporary failure, you paved the way to ultimate success and glory." The monument was then erected within a month by the Japanese in the first week of August 1945, a few months before Singapore was recaptured by the British. The construction of the monument was proposed by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. As you can see, the left side photo was the INA War Memorial. Soon after the Japanese retreat from Singapore on 15th of August 1945 and the subsequent surrender of the remaining divisions of the Indian National Army to the advancing British, the British commander Lord Louis Mountbatten ordered the memorial to be destroyed. Mountbatten's intention was to remove all traces of rebellion against British imperial authority. By attempting to completely erase all records of the INA's existence, he sought to prevent the seeds of the idea of a revolutionary socialist independence. British Indian forces destroyed the war memorial in September 1945. As you can see the right side photograph. Both the photos are published in my books by Amazon. Since Nehru was a leading member of the Congress, Lord Mountbatten invited him to Singapore on 18th of March 1946 to meet Indian troops and show the conditions of the large Indian community there. Several people had gathered outside a community center to welcome him, and in a melee that broke out when they tried to have a glimpse of him. Edwina Mountbatten was also waiting there and was knocked over. The British authorities were not keen on allowing Nehru's meet to the Indian troops, but Louis Mountbatten, who was associated with the Southeast Asian commands there, insisted that Nehru be obliged. The above book describes Mountbatten recognized that Nehru will be India's first Prime Minister, and if he was not treated well, that British actions would only further foremost anti-British feelings. Mountbatten insisted that he would meet Nehru at the airport and accompany him to the tour in his open-topped limo to the St. John Ambulance Indian Welfare Center where Edwina would be waiting. All went well until Nehru arrived at the center. The delegated crowd asked him, knocking Edwina over the process. After this event, Nehru visited the destroyed INA War Memorial site with Lord Mountbatten. Nehru did not recognize the independence by the INA. In 1995, the National Heritage Board of Singapore marked the place as a historical site, and subsequently, with financial donations from the Indian community in Singapore, a new monument commemorating the previous one was erected on that spot. The Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi paid homage to the INA martyrs at the Indian National Army Memorial Marker in Singapore on November 24th, 2015. The Congress President Rahul Gandhi visited there on 8th of March 2018 and paid homage to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose at the INA War Memorial. But as I know, on that time, some Singaporean Indians just protested to him to visit that war memorial, since Congress denied the INA and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose as the freedom fighter of India. As I have researched about Netaji and other Congress leaders in the period of World War II for almost 21 years, the following outcome of my research main points must be known by all Indians, particularly by the younger generations of Greater India. These points are shown in this slide. Still, I am reading it. Gandhi was responsible to hang Bhagat Singh since he signed the document as required by the British for hanging him to death. Netaji wanted to scrap the Congress party just after independence, but it was a bad luck that he died in the plane crash accident just after the World War II. Only Netaji realized the character of Gandhi and Nehru. Gandhi was a puppet, slave and agent of the British. He was brought to India by the British in 1915 from South Africa to delay India's freedom movement. The British used him as a human firewall against the revolutionary freedom fighters of Greater India. As a propagandist, Netaji did broadcasts from his warfare field of Rangoon in 1944. Day in and day out, Netaji broadcasted damning Gandhi and Nehru as false and discredited leaders, urging the people to kill and burn. Netaji and his personal secretary, Masayoshi Kakitsubo, Japanese, were not the war criminals as claimed by Nehru. Gandhi and Nehru were real war criminals by supporting the British in the period of World War II, fighting against Netaji and INA, as the truths and facts have revealed now. Gandhi, Nehru and Jinnah reaped the fruits of sacrifice of Netaji and 87,000 INA lives for our freedom. In the period of World War II, Gandhi lived at Aga Khan Palace like a king. Nehru and some INC leaders and Muslim League leaders spent their days at the Ahmednagar fort like kings. And Nehru spent sometimes with Lady Mountbatten at New Delhi, since she was alone there, where Lord Mountbatten was fighting against Netaji in the Southeast Asia. The British treated Gandhi and Nehru as kings of India in the so-called prisons. The Congress, Communist, Muslim League and Hindu Mahasabha leaders and party members were not the freedom fighters at all. The Indian independence history must be revisited and rewritten now. The Congress, as I have defined after my research, is defined as corrupted overall. Nehru, Gandhi Khan Indira, Rajiv Khan Gandhis empowered, Sonia Antonio Maino Khan Gandhis Swiss vote bank is the mother of all sorts of corruptions since the day of independence till now, and to divide our greater mother India. CPI is the corrupted party of India and CPM is the corrupted party of mankind. CPI claimed Netaji as Tojo's Kutta or dog. It is 100% false, as you have seen my first 5 slides of the World War II, where you have seen how the Japanese Prime Minister Koisho and Tojo respected Netaji. Tagore, Rasbihari Bose, Netaji and Radha Vinod Pal were respected by the Japanese from the World War II to even till now. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.